program will take on. We'll read out the profiles and introduce our guests. Then we'll again go to the audience and students will come and do the presentations. Again we'll assemble after 1 hour after their presentations are over. Thank you.
I request P. Chandini to come out to the dais and read out the profile of the guest.
Good morning everyone. Today's one of the honorable guests, C.A. Venkata Madhuri Tindila ma'am, has born on 6/10/1985 in small village of Kortavalasa, near Visakhapatnam, in a business family to T.V. Ramanaji Rao and Padmavati. Had schooling at St. Anne's High School. She became graduate. She pursued her CA at Vijayawada and cleared all the groups in CA in first attempt and qualified CA post in 2008. She worked as finance manager in Sai Marine Exports from 2009 to 10 at Visakhapatnam after qualifying as a chartered accountant. She got married to CA Durga Prasad on 30 May 2010 and since then she has been a practicing chartered accountant at Nellore with firm name Venkata Madhuri and Co. She has done post-qualification course in DISA in 2012 and concurrent audit of bank course in 2018. She is practicing chartered accountant with exposure in direct and indirect taxes and corporate levels. She is empaneled as concurrent auditor and branch statutory auditor since many years. She is presently the chairman of Nellore branch of SIRC of ICAI, working actively for the welfare of the chartered accountants and nation as whole. And another profile of today's one of the honorable guests, CA VMV Subbaravu sir, is commerce graduate from Tirupati. Fellow member of Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, New Delhi in 1993. Qualified Information Systems Auditor as certified by ICAI, New Delhi. Qualified in CAAT program conducted by ICAI, New Delhi. Qualified in certificate course on indirect taxes conducted by ICAI, New Delhi. Proprietor VMPS Ravu and Co. Chartered Accountants, Nellore. More than 23 years of experience in accounts, audit, taxation and management consultancy. More than 19 years experience in statutory audit of nationalized bank branches. Advisor to reputed corporate entities in Nellore, Sri City, Satyavedu, SEJ. Co-operative member in Research Committee of SIRC of ICAI for the year 2016 to 17. Past co-operative member of Information Technology Committee SIRC of ICAI. Instrumental person bringing the branch status, computer lab and examination center at Nellore branch. Founder Secretary of Nellore branch of ICRC of ICAI. Past chairman of Nellore branch of SIRC of ICAI for the year 2012 to 13. Organizer number of CPE programs, workshops and professional topics. Submitted pre-budget and post-budget memorandums to ICAI. Presented papers at study circle, lecture meetings at various forums. Updating members on various professional matters through groups, email. Various articles published in professional journals, DC, AG, CASC, SIRC, etc. Technical review of Financial Reporting Review Board of ICAI. Specialization in indirect taxes, service tax, central excise, customs and VAT. Life member of Bombay Chartered Accountants Society, Mumbai, Karnataka State Chartered Accountants Society, Bangalore, All India Federation of Tax Practitioners, Mumbai, Chartered Accountants Study Circle, Chennai, Society of Auditors, Chennai, Association of Certified Fraud Examinations USA, Andhra Chamber of Commerce, Chennai, Lions Club of Pragati, International Chamber of Indirect Tax Professionals, Chennai. Thank you for giving this golden opportunity to
So the program goes like this. Once we also join the audience, you arrange this stage for the presentation. So one more thing I want to just say is, మేము సిటీస్లో చెన్నై, బెంగళూరు, హైదరాబాద్ మీటింగ్స్ పోయినప్పుడు స్టాండింగ్ ఓన్లీ మీటింగ్స్ అని ఉంటాయి. అంటే రూమ్ ఉంటుంది, అందరూ నిలబడే ఉంటారు. అరగంట కావచ్చు, గంట కావచ్చు. సో మీరు టెన్షన్ పడదు. కొంతమంది ఒక 20 మంది నిలబడి ఉన్న ఇబ్బంది లేదు. కుర్చీల మీద పట్టుకోవడం చేయొద్దు. ఒక 20 స్టూల్ మన యూత్ కాబట్టి ఒక 1 hour నిలబడి ఉంటారు. మీరు ద ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద మీటింగ్ ఇస్ లైక్ దాట్. సో మీరు వాడ కుర్చీలు లాక్కోవడం ఇట్లా చేయొద్దు. సో అందరూ కూడా లోపల వచ్చి నిలబడమనండి. కుర్చీలు లేని వాళ్ళు నిలబడతారు, ఇబ్బంది ఏం లేదు. Because the topic is very interesting. So that is one point. Second point is that's what once we will also join the audience. We please arrange within 2 minutes. The volunteers please help in the stage. Then the student presentations will start. Thank you. I request all of you to follow clearly because it is a competition. There is a prize money of 6,000 rupees is involved here. So all of you please listen carefully. So, Shona, you can Start.
So now we can start a deep analysis of union budget for 2023-2024 by our students.
Announce the name. Announce names of
All the names.
presenters. No, first, who is going to present is batch, first semester or third semester. Clearly announce, then we will start.
Okay. So the Sahil from Junior MBA studying first semester is going to start the union budget.
A very good morning to everyone presenting over here. A very good morning to the guests presenting here. A very good morning to teacher and to HOD and all the remaining faculty over here. And a very good morning to all my colleagues and my friends over here. And I'm happy to announce the union budget of 2023 to 2024 now. The agenda of today's PPTs, we are going to present about, we are going to talk about the introduction to conclusion. We are going to cover all these topics starting from President's Statistics page 2, all the fundamentals of the budget and expertise and all the priorities of the budget and the impact of the we are going to cover every single aspect of this union budget. We are happy to say that this kind of events are going to happen in this kind of colleges only. Like there's no other colleges I have seen. This is a core subject that every student should have an idea on. Now I'd like to invite Amina from second year, who is going to take over this PPT now.
Good morning everyone who are presented here. My name is Amina from section A of second MBA. So my topic is today about President addressing speech. So let's get into it. What our Honorable President Shri Draupadi Murmu Garu has addressed about the nation. So first one is movement for India to build itself. She said that people have to build India into a developed nation which should be connected to the past pride and will have many more opportunities to modernize our nation. And second one is India is now a pharmacy to the world. During times, India is from one of those countries which gave higher priority to save the lives of the people. And also said that India the government of India is trying to make sure that no food from this country will sleep with an empty stomach. And third one is India twice choose a stable government. Article 326 gives us right to vote and elect the right person for this country. So citizens of India have chosen a Modi government for 2 consecutive years, which is fearless, decisive, and who is working on to attain the big growth. The fourth one is athletes makes us proud. She addressed about the enthusiasm of the athletes of this country. Total 61 medals is been won by the Indian athletes from Commonwealth Games 2022. And 50 crore food got free insurance. Through Ayushman Bharat Yojana scheme, more than 50 crore food got free treatment and saved their lives. And next one is gave 2.5 lakh crore to small farmers. Our president has addressed that Indian government is giving priority to those small farmers, to those 11 crore small farmers, and under the PM Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme, more than 2.25 lakh crore is being given to those small farmers. India building Grand Ram Temple, and India is building a new parliament. In our country, Ayodhya Temple is being built on one side and is on
other side, and new parliament building is on other side. She also addressed about the Chardham Yatra, medical colleges in every district, and so on. So next one is women's population surpassed men. Nowadays, women is advancing in every field. Like we can say that our current president, when recently on January 29th, Indian women's cricket team has won the under-19 cricket World Cup, and she also addressed that our campaigns like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao are getting a huge success. And India broadband revolution. Companies like Reliance Jio and Bharti Airtel has released its 5G services in India to specific cities in last year, and going to release its services to all over the country. India hopes in tribal empowerment. So, we can again proudly say that our President Sri Draupadi Murmu Garu is also belongs to a tribal community, and she is first president from tribal community. And she and our president has also addressed about our first Desi aircraft INS Vikrant and free terrorism rate and so on. So thank you.
Now students from MBA first year now will conclude the remaining things.
Good morning everyone. This is Uday. Your topic is fundamentals of budget. We have to know about what is budget, where it is derived, the word of budget, and when it will start. The budget, what is budget? Budget is a final statement of incomes and expenses to project. Where it is derived? It is derived the word of budget from French. The word is bouquet. It's a meaning of leather bag. You can observe every budget bag color is red color. It's a sort of story behind the red color. And when it will be start the budget after freedom of India, 1947 to 1948, Shenmukh Shetty has introduced first financial budget to India after independence with 197.39 crores. In that 197.3 crores, first budget, defense got 46%. In that budget, nearly 92 crores. It's the highest amount at the time. And this time, 2023-24, Nirmala Sitharaman has introduced our financial budget of 2023-24. And Sitharaman has introduced more times of Indian budget, nearly 9 times. It's the highest number of a finance minister to introduce Indian budget. Only the Sitharaman has 9 times. And Nirmala Sitharaman have 5 times. And our ex-Prime Minister Manmohan Singh 6 times introduced budget of India.
A warm morning to all. Before going to know about the budget, we are here to explain about the fundamentals of budget. By knowing the fundamentals of budget, we can clearly understand what is meant by budget. Because Constitution, budget existence in our Constitution. Because Constitution is the main index to all the things done by us. The Article 112, which says about the central annual financial statement, nothing but the union budget. And Article 202, which deals with the state annual financial statement, nothing but state budget. These Articles 112 and 202 deals the budget, it is exists in the Constitution of India.
Budget process. There is a nearly 7 steps in a budget process. Halwa festival. It's a sweet name, and our financial minister has started Halwa festival Festival before the budget process started. In this year, 2023, January 26 is held Halwa Festival. Our finance minister will start that Nirmala Sitharaman and send that halwa to each and every ministry of India. Next, preparing of budget. Preparing of budget after Halwa Festival, it will be process preparing budget by experts and economics. It's called a login. Login means there is no mobile, no laptop, no systems to work. They have to get information before and they prepare in login system. Passing in Lok Sabha budget. Budget first of all passed in Lok Sabha with a 1/2 majority in the house. Nearly more than half of the persons have to be approval for the voting to Lok Sabha in Lok Sabha with budget. Passing in Rajya Sabha within accepting of Rajya Sabha within 14 days of budget. Otherwise, the budget will be concluded to the president directly without acceptance of Rajya Sabha also. Signaled by the President of India. It's a most important. First of all, the President of India has to signature in budget to announce. After President of India signature, announcement of budget. Announcement of budget by our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has announced budget in Parliament. Discussion sessions also will be held there. After presenting of budget, discussion sessions of all Parliament members to be participated in a discussion. This is the process of budget.
Now I am going to explain about how we acquire the budget. The budget is acquired from various ways like revenue budget and capital budget. The revenue budget is classified into revenue incomes and revenue expenditures. Revenue incomes is nothing but the tax that we pay to the government of India. It's known as revenue incomes. And the revenue expenditures is nothing but the government of India will give the salaries to the government and central government employees and pensions, etc. And capital income. Capital income is nothing but the assets and cash reserves and gold reserves held by the government of India. The capital expenditures is helping the central government of India to the state government of India and schemes of the sponsored by the central government of India. From all these resources, we can acquire the budget of India. Budget is nothing but the acquiring and the expenses and the budget is classified mainly into these two types known as revenue budget and capital budget. And this revenue budget is classified into revenue incomes and revenue expenditures. By all this concluding, we can get the budget announced in the Parliament of India. Thank you.
Valuation of budget in rupees. 1 rupee has been valuated in to get income or expenditures of 1 rupee, borrowing and other liabilities 35 paisa, non-tax revenue 5 paisa, customs duty 5 paisa, GST 16 paisa, corporation tax 15 paisa, union 7 paisa, income tax 15 paisa, non-debit capital receipt 2 paisa. Overall, 1 rupee is equals to 100 paisa. This way we get 1 rupee in different types of sectors we got. And rupee goes to.
This is the table that clearly shows that how the budget is planned. This table clearly shows that how 1 rupee is valued. Actually, this data is according to the budget prescribed in 2022 and 2023. This mainly shows that how 1 rupee comes and how the rupee goes. Mainly, the rupee comes from the borrowings and etc. sent by Uday, and I will going to explain about how rupee goes. Mainly, rupee goes to centrally sponsored schemes. The income of the central government mainly goes from the schemes sponsored by the central government and pensions given by the central government and subsidies given by the central government and released to the defense department and interest on payments, central sector schemes and finance commission, state share of taxes and duties and others. By valuing all this paisa will equal to 100 paisa, which is 1 rupee equal to 100 paisa. This table shows clearly how the rupee comes in, how the rupee goes out. Thank you for giving this wonderful opportunity.
Next, our team member Sahil will be coming.
So now let me tell you about the expectations of various industry experts in the market that has been announced the expectations a day before the announcement of the union budget. So the expectations on education sector by Mr. Ajay Gupta, who is the founder of Bachpan Schools and also the co-founder of Rishi University. He has announced his expectations on 30th of January, a day before the announcement of union budget in the cabinet. And there we can see that all these points, whatever I have mentioned here, these are the things that has came through in the union budget. Yesterday when Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am has announced her union budget, we can see all these points has been announced by Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am, and it is going to transform the India into a global center where all the students from across the globe can come and pursue the higher education in our country. And now it is also providing a residential school for 3.5 lakh students who are from tribal areas and who are from the underage from the backdrop area. Mission Karmayogi, which it is for civil servants who are actually looking for government jobs, and it will help them to pursue a good knowledge from the websites and all the e-platforms that has been provided by Mission Karmayogi. This will help all the students who are looking to pursue a government job, who are looking to crack a government job. This is going to be a good opportunity for them. This Karmayogi has been announced by our respected Prime Minister of our country, Narendra Modi sir. And then AI sectors. As we can see today in the leading markets, various countries from across the globe are announcing a lot of artificial intelligence such as Siri and our Google assistants, and we are seeing ChatGPT and latest thing. And then we have all these kind of artificial intelligence technologies across the globe. And in the same way, our financial minister wants to bring this kind of same initiatives in our nation, and she wants our education system to turn into that advanced level and to bring up new advanced technologies in the country and to compete with the global standards. And 157 nursing colleges has been approved in this latest budget, and this is going to provide a huge scope for the students who are looking to pursue a field of nursing. And then 5G in all the engineering colleges to advance the level of technology and the broadband speed and the internet connection in all the engineering colleges, to provide a good future and to provide a good facilities in the engineering colleges. Our nation has been transforming into a 4G to 5G. It is going to upgrade its broadband levels and all the internet systems in the engineering colleges. And now talking about the transportation sector, Karan Shah, CEO of the founder of Vadak, and Nitin Raj, CEO founder of Riverium, they have expressed their expectations on the union budget of 2023 and 2023 to 2024, and they have said that they are looking for decarbonization, which is nothing but zero carbon in the nation, and that initiative has come through in this union budget. The nation is going to, these are the points that has come through with the new initiatives of union budget. Our country is going to provide 50 new airports and 50 chopper stands for the emergency landings of all the aircraft and all the flying aircraft. And reducing tax import on the lithium and iron batteries for manufacturing of electric vehicles. This is going to be a new standard setting for the nation, and this can transform the nation into the next level, which can help to create new electric vehicles in the public sector, and this is going to help all the trucks and buses and autos to transform themselves into electric, and this can also indirectly save the fossil fuels of our nation. And one app for physical and virtual tourist guides. This is a part of the travel and tourism, and our union budget ma'am, Sitharaman ma'am, has been announced that there is an app that is going to launch in the future, which is going to provide all the assistance for tourism, and where all the tourist guides will be able to see, and you will be able to meet them in virtual and physical. This is going to help them. And Dekho Apna Desh is a new thing that is going to be introduced in our nation, which is mainly focused on the minor, which is like the smallest areas of our nation are going to be focused on the nation, and then these areas are going to get highlighted, and these things are going to be addressed in this Dekho Apna Desh, where you will be able to see all the beautiful places that are in mandal and village levels, and encouraging all the electric vehicles. This is going to be a revolutionary impact on the nation, which is going to transform the nation into the electric India. And investment on railways, we have seen the latest Vande Bharat train that has come onto the tracks. And in the same way, there's a lot 2.5 lakhs of investment is going to be invested on the field of railways. And we can see the amendments that are going to happen in the field of law and banking. We already have seen two phases of e-courts that has been introduced in India, where all the clients and lawyers can meet through digital link with the lawyers and with the judge, and they can communicate. And the same phase is going to be introduced for the third time. I'm going to be invested 7,000 crores of budget for introducing of this e-courts and review system. We will be regularly on daily basis. We face a lot of troubles in the daily banking services, and to abolish these kind of problems, our ma'am, financial ma'am, Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am has came up with an initiative that is going to solve all the reviews, that is going to solve all the problems of public through review system, in which the audience will be able to post their reviews and the problems in the forms that are available by the government. Banking laws to be amended. Latestly, they are going to 40 laws of the banking services are going to get amended in the future in the collaboration with RBI and all the supporting banks of RBI. And digital payments. We have seen a rapid growth in India, that is 76% growth in the field of UPI. No nation in the entire world has this secure payment services. It is India only who has this UPI services, secure payment services. And this ma'am has announced that this is going to continue as it is, and they are going to provide additional funds to advance these levels of digital payment. And SEBI development in the field of security markets and stocks, the SEBI is going to take more additional kind of security things to abolish the upcoming laws. Senior citizens limit and senior citizens, sorry for the mistake that the amount is 30 lakhs. And the senior citizens limit, which whatever that government is going to give, that pension, that limit of senior citizen savings account limit has been increased, and the limit has been doubled to 30 lakh rupees now. As a part of agricultural and environmental services, the restoration of Mother Earth, we can see that a lot of pollution is being seen every day in the forms of water pollution, air pollution, noise pollution. To destroy all these kind of things and to bring the Mother Earth back and to give a rebirth to the earth, a man has come up with Biovardhan, which is a new kind of initiative that has been taken by our nation. And in this, 10,000 crores of biogas plants are going to get implemented in the future. Distributors of microfertilizers to all the agriculture sectors, where they will be able to get free fertilizers to all the minor areas of the nation, are going to get these fertilizers to use in the field of farming. Afforestation. For the future restoration of ozone layer onto all the restorations of the damage that has been happened to earth is going to get recovered by planting of mangrove trees, which are famous for releasing of oxygen to the earth, which is necessary to breathe and to survive in this earth. And these mangrove plants are going to be planted at the coastal areas of our earth, of our country borders, and all the possible other areas. A ma'am has announced that by the end of 2027.
So I can summarize.
Okay. Brief. And ma'am has also said that our India stood as the leading and top importer of the ragi, bajra, and other kind of feeding farming things. And as a part of welfare, ma'am has announced that PM Vishwakarma, which is an initiative by the Prime Minister of our government, has said that Vishwakarma, which is an initiative that is going to encourage all the talents and individual artists, and fisheries, and especially focus on fisheries and dairies and all the cooperative sources. These are going to get major focus in this budget, and also providing clean water and safe water for all the nation, which is necessary. And there is a major thing, which is this thing is that is going to be a major impact on the nation. Our country is going to provide for 18 months of free grades to all the people in the country, and this is one of the major highlights in the budget of 2023-2024. Now my friends will continue.
So I'd like to invite Harika to deal with the remaining part of the PPT.
Good morning everyone, I am Harika from MBA Department final year. Today I am here to brief you about Saptarishi Budget 2023. As Financial Minister has started her budget speech 2023 on Wednesday in Parliament, she addressed outlined 7 priorities of budget 2023 and called them as Saptarishi. And she also added that this budget 2023 is mainly focusing on economic empowerment of women and job creations for youth. And next, coming to the Saptarishi 2023 7 priorities are inclusive development. Inclusive development mainly and specifically focuses on women, farmers and youth. And it has mainly 2 things, agricultural credit and agricultural accelerated fund. Agricultural credit has increased to 20 crores, mainly focusing on fisheries, animal husbandries, etc. And when coming to agricultural accelerated fund, it is mainly for youth entrepreneurs, and it also gives solutions to problems of farmers, which is a really great thing to hear. And the next one is reaching the last mile. The government has a great desire to develop the tribal cities and tribal areas. So they have nearly launched a 740 Eklavya residential schools for the sake of tribal students. And next, infrastructure and investment. Investing on infrastructure has a really great impact on growth and employment. After the pandemic, again the private sector is growing. Now the budget will take a lead on investments and job creations for youth. And the next priority is unleashing the potential. Unleashing the potential. Under this priority, the government has launched Karma Yogi, which is an online training platform. Under this, lakhs of employees can improve their skills and they can continually learn in this platform. So it is also an initiative step for Digital India. And next, coming to the green growth, Nirmala Sitharaman ma'am has announced a green credit program. Under this, they will take it from green hydrogen to mangroves protection. And also she added saying that replacing the polluted vehicles is a great step for greening our economy. And next, youth power. This is the main and important part of the Saptarishi 2023. So under this, the government has launched a national educational program, and with the help of Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 4.0, the youth under this the youth will be nourished with their skills. And coming to the financial sector, this year the financial sector covers credits to MSMEs, 5 years interest-free loans, and mainly focusing on digital transactions. So according to my view, the Union Budget of India plays a crucial role in shaping the country's economic and fiscal policies. Its implementation will determine its actual impact on the Indian economy and on a common man. And the next topic will be covered by Deputy.
Thank you, Harika, for evaluating all the concepts. I am going to evaluate the three main concepts regarding how capital markets impacted by the budget 2023.
So that is my favorite topic also.
Very good morning to respected judges and respected HOD and respected Nagini Dhanjani sir. This concept is very helpful to me because I am one of the person in daily trading on capital markets and an investor in the market. So I am going to explain about the impact of budget 2024 impact on capital market investor. So contents in the topic is focus on 7 priorities set by Harika. Like Saptarishi 2023, changes in custom duty, and about rate growth, about infrastructure and investments, budget 2024, 2023 and 2024 impact on middle class people and other initiatives. So on this in this budget 2023, major focus on 7 priorities are inclusive development, reaching the last mile, youth power, financial sector, green growth, and infrastructure and investment, and unleashing the potential. In these priorities, we have to focus on about 3 sectors. The impact mainly positive to the financial sector and green growth and infrastructure and investment. It will be impacted on capital market of investors. So coming to the tax proposals and simplification of indirect taxes on deliver. The custom duty. The custom duty is a type of tax which is including in the capital markets also. It's a mainly import of capital goods of lithium ion battery manufacturing. These custom duties are reduced by the government for greener mobility manufacturing companies are benefited, Exceed Industries and water, microvascular and Leon companies. And then after import of mobile camera lens, we are importing from the mobile camera lens. This also custom duty benefited by the government depending on value addition. These companies benefited lab grown diamonds. Thereafter we come to the denatured ethanol alcohol for chemical industry. Chemical industry will be benefited by the chemical industry like chemical companies. Thereafter key inputs for producing shrimp feed like more marine exports. Then after the companies are benefited for the shrimp feed exports are Avanti Feeds and Gene Aqua Limited. Then after we continuing the consistent basic custom duty of copper scrap, while proper scrap produced by the companies also will be benefited by the this tax this custom duty. And finally component rubber to bring it nor with the natural rubber. This company is also helpful to on custom duties. Green growth, the green energy will be benefited by the government, while states using first point states using alternative fertilizers. Those states will get initiatives due to that the government allowed 500 wastage plants will be allotted. Other companies to bio related some of the Leon announced stated by the government due to the some of the gas some of the companies will be benefited like the gas pipeline companies and benefited by the companies like Praj Industries and Gale Industries or companies are benefited. These are the industries will be benefited by the green growth companies. Next slide. Infrastructure and investment. These infrastructure and investments are incentives to boost investment in infrastructure and productive capacity to rise in growth and employment. So, according to infrastructure and investment, increased capital investment.
I can like to go for brief summarize.
10 lakh growth to according to including the 2.4 lakh growth invested in railways benefited by the IRCTC and IRFC railways because Nigam companies are benefited. And also 5G related services development based on 100 labs are set up by the government. And spending on Ministry of Defence in 5.94 lakh crores are spent by the government. Budget impact on middle class people. Like we see the from starting onwards, we see the main theme of the budget. I focus this budget is mainly focused on middle class people and poverty line people. While basing on that people, the budget will be developed. So in that budget, the two types of taxes they concluded: new tax regime and old tax regime. The new tax regime, by coming to the old tax regime, there is 1 to 25 lakhs, 1 to 2 lakh 50,000, 2 lakh to 2 lakh 50,000 to 5 lakhs to 10 lakhs and above 10 lakhs. These are the slab rates on the previous financial year. And new tax, coming to the new tax regime, the old tax regime 0 to 2.5 lakhs or no tax in previous year, and above 15 lakhs 25% in a previous year. And then we see here above 15 lakhs now 30%.
Tax experts are sitting before us. Go next slide.
Further simplifying personal income tax. These are the expectation limit increased to 3 lakhs. In previous year financial year, to only 2.5
1.5 lakh investment, taxes will be exempted. Now it will increase it to 3 lakh. These are the tax slab structure. So major schemes was developed by our government, like enhancing savings for senior citizens. Was maximum deposit limit for a senior citizen will be increased to 30 lakh, and it will very benefit to the senior citizen. And another slide is Mahatma Mahila Samman Bharat Patra, women empowerment. This is a women empowerment scheme. It is very useful to the women. Like they have the deposit facility up to 2 lakh in name of women or laws for a tenure of 2 years. They get the fixed interest rate 7.5% with the partial withdrawal option. And other initiatives by the government is initiatives to promote business activities in gifted and IFSC. The gift is Gujarat International Financial Tech Companies, and IFSC means International Financial Services Center. These two centers will be benefited the transactions in the payback the transactions, and to improve the systems in our securities markets. And union budget, our capital markets will majorly focus on 2024 SEBI to be empowered for building capacity of functionaries and professionals in the securities market.
So I would like to invite Mr. Radhesham to upload the PPT.
I request volunteers to be ready for arranging the stage after Radhesham.
So, a very good morning to all the dignitaries involved, sir and ma'am. Actually, I was pretty stressed to speak in front of you because you are adept in numbers. But still, I'll try my best to cover the impact of the previous forecasted budget and the current announced budget. So, when we move to the impact of the budget, we could estimate that impact in economical terms in mainly 3 subdivisions. Those subdivisions we define as fiscal deficit, revenue deficit, and primary deficit. Primary deficit is the culmination of the other two, and it is calculated by subtracting the total revenue and the total expenditure within the government. Whereas fiscal deficit is calculated by subtracting the expenditures from the revenue without adding the interest to it. And we have the revenue deficits, wherein the revenue expenditure of the government is subtracted from the revenue receipts, and we get the final value. When the 2021-22 budget was released, the estimated fiscal deficit was at 6.8%, the revenue deficit was at 4.8%, and the primary deficit stood at some 2.8%. Now, it is very interesting to note that the fiscal deficit was at a minus of 9% from the previous year. That means even during the COVID era, the expert financial institutions of our country somehow managed to keep the boat afloat, and our growth rate of economy was within 6 to 7%. Now, after the budget 2023 was released by our finance minister, the growth rate of our economy is deemed at a 7%, which is a whopping number because globally all economies are tumbling down. And still, we became the fastest growing economy, and I think that deserves a large round of applause for our own country. And it is also interesting to note, although it is not a direct impact due to the budget, but we overcame our previous colonizers, which is the United Kingdom, and we replaced them on the GDP standings, and we went to the 5th position in the GDP. Now, the forecasted budget by the current current finance minister would emphasize on creating a lot of employment opportunities, but also included huge taxation on elements which were harmful to the youth, such as 16% increase on tobacco consumption. Apart from this, there was also a 2.5% increase in the custom duty on imports. Apart from this, our entrepreneurial expertise and our Startup India, which was allocated in the budget for, showed a stark rise in not only the creation of new startups, but also in digital aspects of economy, such as a 76% increase in the use of UPI payments. Now, when we observe that the kitchen and electric chimney equipment has been increased from 15% in the previous year, that is from 2021 to 21-22, it has been decreased from 15% to 7.5%. When the last year's budget was released, we saw that the tax brackets were unchanged. That means the tax regime was unchanged. But this time, due to causing stress relief for the middle class people of our country, the tax brackets have been improved, and there has been no tax liable to pay by the consumers up until annual income of 7 lakhs, which will be impacted in a large growth by creating new capital investment opportunities for the local people and local MSME sector, as well as agriculture. The impact in agriculture specifically was observed in the Hyderabad Institute of Grain Research, being referred to as an Institute of Excellency, where the Sri Anna grains were exported outside the country. That included jowar, rajma, bajra, etc., which are millets. Basically, India is that country which showed to the world that millets could also be consumed. In the world, rice production, we were second largest, but today we are the largest millet exporters in the world, and that is bringing a separate revenue for our country. And the Hyderabad's Grain Institute has been referred to as a Institute of Excellency, which will not only provide it funds but also improve the agriculture base. Another interesting point to note is that in the field of cryptocurrency, during the lockdown period between the years 2019 to 2021, unaccounted for capital investments in cryptocurrency range up to 11,000 crore. 11,000 crore worth of assets were unaccounted for. So when the 2021-22 budget was released, a tax of 30% was levied on crypto assets. Apart from this, a TDS, that means tax deduction, of 1% was added to the cryptocurrency holders. This was seen as a very harsh move for the crypto investors, but it was very important for regulating our own economy, because crypto investments are not that trustable, and large number of people, amounting to 11,000 crore holding crypto assets, could have been detrimental to our economy. Now, Mr. Satish Hara, that is the chairman of SBI, on the current union budget says, I'll read it out. The union budget is growth accretive, fiscally prudent and consumption supportive. The huge emphasis on capital expenditure could be the perfect recipe for a private investment cycle that is already visible. Support for MSME and agriculture will broad-based credit growth. Reasonable government borrowing numbers will support lower interest rates, and the move towards a clutter-free new tax regime will significantly spur consumption. Overall, the budget is forward-looking and will support an inclusive economy. Now, just to summarize what he said, now the budget that was released this year amounted to about 1.24 lakh crore, and this is the largest ever budget release. And in terms of scale, it is comparable to the 1991 economic reforms, when we allowed the FIIs, or the foreign institutional investors, into our country. And this time, such an accretive, the meaning of accretive is that forward-looking, and it is supportive of new investments, and also the tax relaxation helps the general citizen to have more liquidity in his hand to spend it in the things that he wants, and also invest in new business opportunities. So overall, the budget this time which was released is very supportive of businesses. It is very supportive of deprived sections such as the scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, OBCs, and also economically weaker sections of the society, and helps them to improve upon their and financial condition. This was actually noted in the budget, having a provision for tax reduction for disabled and specially abled people. Finally, to conclude, I can say that as my fellow peers covered a wide range of topics ranging from the presidential address to the agriculture allocation to the effect on capital markets and capital on cryptocurrency, as well as including the Saptarishi scheme, I can conclude that although our understanding comes from an MBA perspective, it is far rudimentary, sir. And to understand it in depth, we would need the expert suggestions and expert review of learned peoples like you and our economic professors. And next time when you visit, we can provide a more detailed analysis on the budget. And I'd like to conclude by saying that the current budget follows the Indian tradition, which was even mentioned by Kautilya in the Arthashastra, where he says that Rajyasya Moolam Artham, that is, the basis of governance lies verily in the economy. And with that, Shloka, I conclude our budget analysis session. And thank you very much for listening to it. Thank you.
Please arrange the stage. I request the volunteers to clear it. I think, Rajesh, your observation on cryptocurrency, I think will affect Channel Teja. Not very nice, not very nice. Can you switch off this projector and make the lights?
So that was a really nice presentation by the students, and they have analyzed overall budget review, and they have given a deep analysis, and this review will be useful to each and every one of you. And the finance students of our MBA department have to analyze this as well, and they have given a briefing about the budget. And moving on to the next step of the event, I would like to invite our HOD ma'am, Dr. R. Vani ma'am, to honor the stage. I'm very grateful to invite our dean, Dr. Dangani Dhananjay sir. We are really honored to have our judges, C.A. Venkatamagiri Tigala ma'am, and I request her to honor the stage. I request C.A. VMB Subhanav sir to honor the stage.
This is a training for the Prapanjan. So that train the volunteers also.
I request our HOD ma'am to share her experience about.
Madam,
I request our guest, C.A. Venkatamagiri Tigala ma'am, to share her experience about the event.
parents are also in a dilemma to decide the ranking. Please wait. Because first prize carries 3,000, second prize carries 2,000, third prize carries 1,000. Give a round of applause.
A warm good afternoon to everyone. To all connected there and all my friends over here. I feel very privileged to be with you. Maybe if at all maybe you people, young people like you, will also stay young for some time. Okay. Okay. We are students. We were students. We are students. We will be students. Learning is an never-ending process. Learning is a never-ending process. We have tried to analyze along with the budget and to speak few words about the budget because you people have very elaborately started speaking of budget. What actually is budget? It's just a plan of action. Plan of action for the next financial year. Whether this budget is for 2023 or 23-24. Many people have spoke here, but let others speak. Which financial year? Yeah, the budget itself says it's a plan. It's not for the previous year and all. It's for the coming year. But few provisions or few clauses will have retrospective effect. But in this budget, very few clauses are there to have retrospective effect. And this budget is actually a welcome budget, as you people, your friends said. Many incentives were given for farmers, and many things have been covered for you, and particularly you MBA students, upcoming entrepreneurs, upcoming businessmen. I wish you people will get into good organizations, and or else you will be a good entrepreneurs by yourself. Many startups, so many provisions have been given for startups also. Many clauses in the direct taxation have been given for startups regarding losses can be forwarded because startup itself, name itself is an innovative idea, which you start with innovative idea. If at all you get losses in startups and all, you can carry forward losses for another 10 years. If this until 24 March, any startup is incorporated, they can carry forward the losses. Actually, this has been extended for 1 more year. Previous years also it was there. And many clauses are there for youth and job creation, education, health. And as you friends have said, India has become a millet bank actually. And apart from this, on what sectors the budget is being spent, where the income is coming. Mostly 50% of the revenue of the budget is from taxes, direct taxes and indirect taxes. Compromise 50% of the revenue. That is the reason the taxmen are much bothered about that. There are many changes in IT and indirect income tax and indirect taxes also. But I don't want to go completely brief in clause to that. As you people know, there are some changes in the limits, tax limits for every and few. Let me give some clarity. One of few people has said till 7 lakhs, no tax will be there. But it's not a tax limit that till 7 lakhs, it's not there. But the basic exemption limit is 3 lakhs. Till 7 lakhs we have rebate. Okay? it's called retail. Once you get 7 lakhs 1 rupee as your gross income or net income which tax is chargeable, you will not be charged on that 1 rupee. You can't say that till 7 lakhs it can't be charged on 1 rupee will be a charge. No. Right from 3 lakhs to 7 lakhs, 7 lakhs 1 rupee, the whole tax will be charged. It's only a rebate, it's not an basic limit for tax. You should be aware of that. A little difference is there between basic exemption limit and rebate. The tax limits are like this: 3 up to 3 lakhs means 3 to 6 lakhs, it's 5%, 9 lakhs 10%, 12 lakhs 15%, just slabs are there. And the highest slab is after 50 lakhs is 30%. And many other changes are there, but I don't think that I will comment me to discuss everything in clause by clause. Together, I and my professional colleague will together announce whose is the best presentation.
I'd like to invite CA BME Subbarao sir to declare the results.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, my dear students, good afternoon to all of you. Really, I thrilled the presentation given by the students on budget. I had not expected that much presentation from these students. Actually, the budget was concluded yesterday by 12 o'clock. How many of you have seen the budget? What is the budget? Very few. It is not correct. Hereafter, whenever there is a budget announcement, we have to spend 2 hours watching the budget announcement by the finance minister. That habit has to be developed. Not at the time of students. So, we are all students now. Now we are learning. That is not sufficient. Even after you pass the examination, you continue the learning. That is very important. That is a basic aspect in our CA course. In CA, we are all students. We continuously study. That is why we conduct continuous professional education. That is the great success of the course like CA than any other course. So, first of all, we all must remember that whatever you studied now, whatever presentation you have given now, try to follow in your professional life, whatever you do. You may become a business man, you may become a finance manager, all of them. Whenever you do whatever job you do, try to improve your knowledge. That is very basic important. That is the difference between the graduate and the professionals like MBA and CA. In every company, there is an MBA and CA. Most of the MBAs are in CEO position. But every success of the MBA, there is a CA. You might have observed. Maybe this is where, when compared with MBA colleges, this is not that much, but MBAs from renowned colleges are there. But whatever may be the college, but it depends upon your capability. Somebody may study MBA in big reputed colleges, but even that is not a criteria. What you have learned, just getting the certificate of MBA is not sufficient, even for TA. So, getting knowledge when you study is very important for your future. So, why you are studying? You are studying only for your future. So, try to have in your mind that whatever you study is not temporary, it is permanent.